A few days into spring ball, what's your impression of the running backs?
First and foremost, we got a long ways to go, but very encouraged with their approach, their demeanor in the meeting rooms, on the practice field. These guys are hungry to get better. They have a coach me coach mentality. They walk in every meeting ready to compete, ready to get better. They do the same thing on the practice field. But what I love is that it's a bunch of guys now, a really talented group. But they're lifting each other up and they're pushing each other. So I'm encouraged by that.
Just with C.J. Campbell, I guess when you were evaluating him on film, what stood out about his abilities and kind of what he brings to this offense?
Well, a few things stood out. So we watched a ton of transfer running backs, and he's the only one we pursued. He showed the ability to hit the big play. He showed the ability to run through arm tackles. He showed some toughness in pass pro. And then, the character evaluation, having a chance to get on the phone with him, our first conversation probably lasted about 45 minutes to an hour. And very, very little to do with football. It was just getting to know each other. And after that first conversation, I knew he was a guy we needed to bring into this program because he fit the culture that Coach Shiano has built here.
CJ's a guy who caught a lot of passes out of the backfield last year. How much does that skill set he has change what you guys can do out of the running back room?
Well, that's up to Coach Shiraka. But what I will say, we have had guys in the past who could catch the ball as well too, and we use them. But yeah, he brings a different skill set, and we're excited to have him. And however Coach Shiraka put the pieces together, it's our job just to follow and execute.
Obviously, the running back has had a lot of success in recent years. What are some of the biggest points of emphasis for development, things like that, to get that success?
That's a good question. Well, here's what I will say. It all starts with the players, right? You have a guy like Kyle Manungai, and then he can lead the room. He can make you look like a better coach. But these guys work hard. Again, it goes back to the culture that Coach Shiano has built, right? Guys who are selfless, guys who are willing to sacrifice, and guys who are going to work hard and do that over a long period of time. So it starts with the players, then it goes back to the culture that Coach Shiano has built, and it goes back to the system that we run. I mean, Coach Shiraka has had success everywhere he's been running the ball, so we're just trying to follow that.
With Antoine, came in late. Well, it wasn't an early enrollee last year. You saw what he did. What's the next step for him now with a little more time, in the program?
Yeah, so Antoine really came on late. He really came on late and was very excited about how he finished the year. But now it's about consistency now, right? It's no more sneaking up on anybody. It's no more being the guy behind Kyle. Let's stop Kyle and, we'll live with everything else. But now it's about being consistent, right? And it's not just Antoine. It's all those guys. We got a very young group in terms of Big Ten reps. So it's about all those guys being consistent.
Just with Deshaun Benjamin, I guess, what's kind of the next step for him and what's really the focus for him this offseason?
Really, I'll tell you what, here's what I'll start with. Really, really excited about Benji and the type of offseason that he's had. This has been the best offseason period that he's had this past winter. And these first few practices, he's really continued that improvement, right? He's running much harder. Benji's a big play threat. But the focus was him running through arm tackles for 4 or 5 yards at a clip, and he's really gotten stronger in the weight room. He's really worked to change his body and his diet and his eating habits, everything. I mean, he's had a whole lifestyle change. So I think he's going to take that next step as well. I'm really excited about where he's going.
I know Sam isn't competing in the spring, but just where is he at health-wise, and how do you plan for what his role will be in the fall, still not really knowing where he'll be health-wise once the fall comes around?
Yeah, so Sam, if you guys were out there today, Sam's approach every day is that he's the starter and he's going to play if we were playing in the game tomorrow. From a health standpoint, we got great team doctor and Dr. K, right, and Anthony Miseraco, who leads our training staff. So those guys do a heck of a job of the recovery process and getting those guys physically ready. My job is just to make sure mentally he stays sharp. And you watch Sam now, like last week, Saturday, so probably it was about Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. These days take long days. But anyway, earlier this week, Sam's in my office till 7:30, 8 o'clock. We're meeting, watching reps of last year, watching some of Kyle's reps, and just watching some pass pro from all of college football. So this guy is a junkie, right? And he wants to learn. He continues to prepare as if we were playing a game tomorrow, he'll be ready to go. So I don't know about the physical aspect, but I know he's taking care of the mental.
Talking about, you said a younger running back room in terms of Big Ten reps. What have you seen from some of those guys that don't have game experience and how they're getting ready for it?
Yeah, I mean, you look at guys like Gabe Winovich, right? You look at guys like Ed Guerrier and now Terrell Mitchell, right, who just came here in January. Excited about those guys. These guys are really, really hungry to learn, really, really excited to learn and get better and develop. But what I will say about the entire group, right, and these young guys specifically who you asked about, these guys are coachable, very, very coachable, right? And I'm on those guys hard because there's a standard that we have as a program, and there's a standard that we have in this room that everyone has to live up to, and they've embraced that. So I'm really excited and encouraged by those guys.
How excited are you for one of your former pupils on the NFL draft day, and what will the team be getting?
Oof, super excited for him now. Now that Kyle is gone, now I really consider Kyle a real friend. I love his demeanor, love his approach. I love coaching him. Whoever gets him, going to get a tough dude who freaking brings it every day, who's going to work hard, who's going to grind, and will be the same guy no matter if he's the third string or if he's the starting back, right? Whether he's a 1,000-yard back or whether he's a special teams player, you're going to get the same guy who's going to outwork everybody, who's going to prepare as if he's the starter no matter what the case is, and is always going to have that chip on his shoulder, right? So I can't put into words, right, what type of player they're going to get. Thanks, Coach. Yep. Appreciate you guys. Yep.